Some niggas thought I was over. I said I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. I said I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. Yeah, they let us see you fall, but they ain't the bounce back. I said I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. That's my birthday, and I'm quick to serve a hater up in the worst way. A lot of niggas that joint bomb. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, you got like a Jadakiss exhibit thing on.
That is crazy. Okay. All right, y'all. Can everybody hear me? We good? I think I'm gonna take this way. So, this is your girl Mel of MelizEvolving. I know it's been a minute, y'all. Life be lifing, and that's real talk. But I'm here. I'm still standing. I'm back. I'm ready to give y'all everything that I got in me. So I'm definitely ready to rock with it. I got my co-host here, Yada Black.
Yada.
So if y'all were wondering who that was bumping in the beginning, bounce back. Your boy. Yada.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the new release, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I appreciate everybody who has been supportive, whether I was up, down. But I hope that I am able to give you all some content of substance in every show and every word. So I just want you all to know, bear with me, and we're going to float through this. So just quick question, Black. We just came out of some holidays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
July 4th. Mm-hmm. Independence Day.
Yep.
So is it just me? Or is there an Independence Day before that applies to minorities?
Yeah. Well, it applies to African Americans. It's not minorities. It's okay. African Americans.
More specific?
Can't really say minorities because minorities is a large group. Minority is just a word to use for, people that's like non-white. So they just basically put it all in one group. But Juneteenth is actually an African American holiday. It was established because of our it was legalized. Freedom was legalized for African Americans on the date of June 19th. And I believe 1874, 1875. Don't quote me. Because I wasn't nowhere near born, but I know a little bit about it. But so basically Juneteenth is the holiday that we supposed to celebrate. But
wasn't it just made a federal holiday?
Last year? Well, it's still not acknowledged as a federal holiday. And that's the reason why we have to promote it as much as we can, because if we don't promote it, it'll get overlooked and eventually it'll be taken away. So without our support and our energy for it, it'll get overlooked.
I kind of find it odd that is the first like African American holiday that they've made federal or what have you as a holiday since, what is that, Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
And how often is that actually recognized?
It's not recognized that much. I mean, you got to realize that they put Harriet Tubman on the new quarters, but who use quarters anymore? Most
That's
quarters
a good
not
question.
even quarters not even worth anything anymore. Like, what can you buy with a quarter? No.
You can't even, yeah.
It's taxes.
Absolutely nothing.
So they put it on there when the coins is almost distinct. So that was like a slap in the face. They could at least put it on a $5 bill.
Absolutely.
Or, something. Made a new bill for or something. Because, I mean, a dollar bill ain't worth nothing anymore. So,
You're correct.
if you notice, they don't even have them at, like, vending machines anymore. They don't accept dollars. Most laundromats don't accept dollar bills.
Yes.
The
It's 5,
casinos
10s.
Casinos don't accept dollar bills anymore. So
Wow.
you ain't really spending no dollar unless you're getting on a bus. That's about it.
But even still.
And then we all use Cash App, phone tap, things like that. So you'll never see Harriet on there. unless you're the type of person that collect coins. If you collect coins, you might see it, but
you might be able to make some progress.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking about it and just, my years of experience in the workforce.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember there were a lot of times that I didn't even get Martin Luther King off.
Right.
And realistically, I have not heard of too many companies that actually give you Juneteenth off.
No. I mean, it's not really, like you said, it's not really considered a federal holiday yet. So they're not really going to give you off for it. And that's the point. Like, is we going to wait until we allowed to get off? Because we wait a lot until we allowed to do a lot. Right. Or we wait until it's okay to celebrate and then we celebrate it.
We got to show my Black people, my Black, brown people. We got to start fighting for what's ours at the end of the day.
All right.
We got to start showing some recognition and like some pride for real in what's ours. And we got to own it. Definitely. Everybody likes to do a whole lot of talking,
but don't want to react. It's been conversations for a while. A lot of people say like about the civil rights movement back when they used to march and things like that. So They feel like protesting and things in that nature doesn't work because obviously we similar into the same predicament that we were in. We haven't showed too much progress. I mean, there's a lot of Black billionaires, back then it wasn't none, period. There's a lot of Black millionaires. Back then it was a none, period. Or if it was very slim to none. So now starting to get millionaires, but everybody is focused into entertaining.
Yes.
So it's not really that many Black lawyers, doctors, and politicians and that nature. So the more we have, the more power we can have. Even though it's still a get trampled because whenever you try to climb all the way up, there's always somebody there to trample you. Because it's
the crab in the barrel effect.
It's not even the crab in the barrel effect. It's somebody else's system. So if you're playing in somebody else's game and they can change the rules on any given Sunday, when you're about to win, they're going to change the rules on you.
Every time.
As if they're doing now.
The goalpost continues to move.
How they had this Project 25 that's going around where they supposed to be like basically the women's pay amount in the workplace, like how the differential between a man and a woman's pay. Mm-hmm. The abortion joint they trying, so there's a lot of different laws they trying to in place, which a lot of people question: is it still a democracy, or are we leaning towards the dictatorship route? A lot of questioning that because of so many things that's being taken away, and the fact of the matter is they're trying to rush the Latinos or the Mexicans or whatnot, the ones that come over, they're trying to rush their citizenship as well. So therefore, you won't really need the black vote. It won't really be required as much.
Well, and of course they also
Because they are minorities too.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. Well, they make it very difficult for you to be able to make any type of drastic change without feeling like you have to have or take some type of drastic measures. Which
yeah. But the thing about it is, it's all drastic measures because you got to realize who keeps the economy afloat. We do.
absolutely.
We the ones who spend our money. We the ones who make fashion, but we the ones who don't tend to support each other. Now, think about all the black clothing that you seen throughout your lifetime. You seen Carl Canard.
Yes.
You seen Maurice Malone. You seen Fat Farm.
Mm-hmm.
You seen Rockaware.
Yes.
You seen Sean John.
Indeed.
You seen what else? It's plenty of other ones that I probably didn't mention. But you seen a lot of them. You seen Fubu. You seen a lot, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You also seen Prada. You seen Amari. You seen Gucci.
Of
You
course.
seen Louis Vuitton and all that, right?
Yes.
They're still afloat, but none of those brands that I named are still in business at all. None of them. We didn't support none of them.
That is true.
To the goal there. Now, Adidas ain't bumping until you had a rapper bumping it. Once the Run DMC joint came through, everybody wanted to rock the shower heads, boom, boom, boom. Adidas skyrocket. That's the same thing they do with the basketball players or your favorite basketball player, boom, let's snatch them up. It's crazy how Nike always snatch up the most famous basketball players.
They do.
So boom, you jump in between that. Now you're going by that. So it's like the trend cycle. So they get somebody to stand in front of you and you want to be like this guy, this is the role model, and then you go out there and buy the same things that he did. The same way back in the 90s when Jay-Z used to wear the Air Forces.
Yes.
And everybody had the fresh, crispy pair of Air Force Ones.
Absolutely.
It's no different.
On deck.
But why we can't support nobody that's a black person that's owning their own joint? It's not like their sneakers don't be nice. It's not
That's
like
true.
they don't have any. It's not like they don't have ideas. Why? Because we the ones who giving them ideas. We the ones who put the money in it to make it right. They say it's this. We be like, oh yeah, it is that. And we go drown it in money. That's what we do. If you look at that, most successful people don't even wear name brand shit. Most of them
if they are wearing
suit business attire.
But if they are wearing name brand,
Mm-hmm.
you have absolutely no idea unless you just know that caliber of clothing. Or
did they pay for it?
They probably didn't.
Right. So the things that you rocking, they ain't even paying for.
Yes. Yes.
But they getting it so you can wear it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because of course they're going to benefit in some way.
True.
So.
Right. But why we continue to keep putting our money into people and then they come back and smack us in the face, for instance, with the Tommy Hilfiger situation where he said that his brand wasn't even designed for us.
That was rough.
After we made them millions.
Of course. We served our purpose.
So why do we always serve our purpose to others and never ourselves? And that's what holds us down to this day. Because we never want to serve nobody. We never want to help one another. We rather help somebody else.
Yes.
Versus helping each other.
Yes.
And that's the same way as far as politician wise.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you can't help each other if nobody's in there that's for you. No matter which way we go. If we go Trump way, we fucked up. If we go Biden way, we fucked up. So no matter which way, what's that little TikTok thing they go, look left or look right, there's a liquor store. Yeah. That's basically what it is. Because it's nothing that you're not winning with neither one. Neither one really care about you. One of them can barely talk, and the other one, hey, he about the money. And if the money is sacrificing your life or your rights, he don't care. So, I mean, it is what it is.
There is somebody always willing to sell their soul for $1. Sad but true.
But you gotta realize what country we live in too.
Absolutely.
It's a stolen country.
It is. It is.
And they steal from us all the time.
That's nothing new. That is definitely nothing new. But realistically, my black people, we have to start investing and focusing on each other. Because if realistically, if you look at it, every other culture, race, they stick together.
Mm-hmm.
They stick together. Yet us as black people, we can't seem to have that same energy to band together and make things happen for us, which is ass backwards, in my opinion. But
Okay, so I'm gonna say like this, right? How about whenever you try to stick together, it's always something there to shut something down. It's always a distraction or always a reason why you spread apart again. For instance, they the whole Drake and Kendrick thing was a reason to split apart again. That instant. It was a reason to split apart again.
okay, so Black, you got to bring me up to speed. 'Cause
I'm just saying, it's
under a rock for
just
a
think
minute.
about it. Drake mix, Kendrick's black, right?
Okay.
So that takes sides. Who you rocking with? You team light skin, you team dark skin. It always been that way anyway.
So
right?
now
You just bring it back in. So now it's a new era. I mean, we always grew up off of that anyway.
Colorism.
Right. So now they just brought it into this generation. And that's the biggest beef. It's all over the radio, all that joint, boom, boom, boom. Down, look, miss. Yeah.
I don't believe anything is a coincidence.
Hey, I remember when rappers was getting along. Everybody was getting along. East Coast niggas was getting along. I'm not gonna say they was like buddy friends, but they was on, good terms. And
Right.
people was making a lot of bread off of that. And next thing you know, Tupac and Biggie beef come. Bow. That get niggas to hate you. Now you hate each other again. It's
Right.
West Coast, East Coast. Now there's a
Yes.
reason to hate a nigga again.
Yes.
So it's always reasons for you to hate on each other. They always give you reasons to hate on each other. The same way back in the day, you had what? Free slaves. You had people that was free. You had people still that was in slavery, right?
Absolutely.
And you walk by, you see somebody in shackles, and then you see somebody else walking by eating ice cream, living their life. What you gonna be? You gonna be hating on him because he free, right?
Absolutely.
So it ain't nothing but the cycle over and over again. It's just different times.
We have a lot of work to do, y'all.
It's just so many ways to divide.
Well, my thing is, although I'm pretty sure that they experience that in other cultures and races, but it's all in how you react to things. And I feel like, no disrespect, my black people, but some situations I feel like we could, handle in a different way. Everything doesn't always necessarily take burning everything down.
Well, you can burn stuff, just don't burn yours. It's simple to burn your own. That's like you get mad at your mother and you set your bed on fire. Now you ain't got nothing to sleep on.
Right.
And then you're like, Mom, can you buy me a new bed? I'm trying to sleep on the floor.
No, you are funny.
I mean, that's what they do. I mean, the thing about it is this: like, before you burn down a CVS, did you think about that your grandmother go to that same CVS to get her diabetic medicine?
Of course not.
No, you ain't think about it. You just wanted to do it because it was something to do.
Yes.
Right. So, the thought process. We don't have a thought process. We just have instant cash, instant gram, instant this, instant that. Everything is instant.
Gratification.
Nothing's patient. Nothing is planned out, strategized. I don't even think strategy is in most people's vocabulary anymore.
I don't think communication is in a lot of people's vocabulary.
And that was forced too. 2020, boom, boom, COVID, lock everybody in the house. Now everybody different, boom, boom, boom. And I don't want to speak to you. I don't really want to say nothing to you.
Right.
I text you and say hi, but I won't say hi in public.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird.
Very much so.
It's weird.
Very much so. But yeah. I'm glad to see that we are, I would hope, somewhat coming out of this whole COVID mess and all of that. But I want you all to understand that when it comes down to change, you have to start somewhere.
And you have to accept it. A lot of people don't like change because you got to realize that when you change something, sometimes it might seem awkward when you first do it.
Absolutely.
It might feel like it's out of the ordinary. You might feel awkward doing it because it's a different pattern.
Well, it's definitely going to be an adjustment period. That's to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we need to try to rebuild our structure. I mean, our foundation.
So what's the first method in trying to rebuild the foundation?
Well, like I stated before, like communication is a huge issue in my opinion. Like I feel like a lot of the world's issues are because we don't know how to effectively communicate with each other.
Right, but in that saying, okay, we know it's a big gap. Okay. Because the thing about it is a person my age can't reach to a person that's 15. Nor can I reach to somebody that's 21. So it's like a massive gap. And it ain't even the age gap that it is. It's just like I'm gonna say the upbringing is like totally different.
Absolutely.
You got to realize that a lot of people are just in the house with their children, but they're not really raising them. They just in there. If you in there, like
very much so,
you in your room and your children in their room, and that's just how it be. Every day they come from school, you might yell at them, "Hey, do your homework!"
Right?
And then you go in your room, you shut your door, and then they out there, and you don't know what they on. You don't know what they doing.
Social skills.
You don't know.
Garbage.
It's just no communication. You don't even communicate with your parents. So how you gonna communicate with another adult?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That makes you what? Defensive. It makes you antisocial, and it also makes you paranoid.
Indeed.
Because now you don't really trust nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I know you still have to teach your kids. It starts at home.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. I want to make sure that y'all understand and paying attention and listening to exactly what I'm saying right now. It is not your teachers, administrators, daycare providers, all of that. What is supposed to be instilled in your children is supposed to start with you.
Facts. Yeah.
So I need parents to start taking more accountability for not doing what they need to do and how they need to do it. But that's where it starts.
Yeah. And realize that your children is a sponge. And they don't do what you tell them. They just do what you do. So you might not think that they're doing what you're doing.
They are watching your every move.
They do what you do.
Every single move. Absolutely.
So just be prepared. The things that you do in front of your children, be prepared for them to do it in front of you. Or do it in front of somebody else. Because they're a big representation of us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Somebody told me this today, and it puzzled me a little bit because I was like, I don't know, it might. No, it was yesterday, I think. It said when you had kids, they like take a part of you from you, and it's like into your kid. So like a part of you is missing.
Absolutely.
In your child.
Yes.
And you know, it made a lot of sense for real. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta realize, like, are you gonna still nurture the part that you lost?
Wow.
Because if it's a loss, just think about you losing a limb, right? Eventually you learn how to not have that limb anymore, and then you move on. So if you have that part of you and you learn how to not be around it, not entertain it, not support it, it ends up you're not just caring about it anymore. You know?
I want to say it's more so of just being adjusted or getting adjusted or reacclimated. Mm-hmm. And I only say that because are you really losing that portion of yourself because your children are an extension of you.
Mm-hmm.
So are you really losing that part? Or are you just getting the opportunity to see it in a different light?
That might be, might not be. Because you got to realize you ain't the same person that you was.
I hope not.
Right. Part of that you lost.
Well, yes, but
and a part of that probably went in your child.
Well, I feel like this. I feel like this. Like the core, for the most part, of who you are sticks with you throughout your transitions.
Okay.
Now, you may forget about them for a minute, air quotes. You've compartmentalized that part of you.
Okay.
So you're not able to see it. You blinded by the smoke. It's so thick, you don't know what's going on.
So is it like like almost like when people hide their ratchet side? Is that what it is? Like a jack in the box? Like,
I'm just gonna say this. I don't care who you are. You wear a mask at some point in your life or have. So what I'm saying is like, for the actual authentic you and the core you, what your values are, what, you know, things mean to you, that type of stuff. Like, for the most part, your foundation of that should be already set.
True. That's true.
So, yeah, I need y'all to get it together. We definitely need to start taking more time, paying attention to the things that are happening around us. Black people, we are still in a democracy. So, which means you still have to put forth the effort. It's not just the presidential elections that affect you.
Well, the presidential elections hardly affect you.
Exactly. But how much of our people are actually, you know, really trying to put into or position ourselves in those places to where we can do more or be more effective in making the change?
I just want to know, like, how many people are like tired of making someone else rich? How many people are like tired of not owning shit? Like,
but realistically,
it's a lot of people that work every day
and don't have nothing
and don't own shit.
Well, but you have to think about it. Hold on. Because that's where we gonna rewind the tape just a little bit. Now, we live in the United States. You're not gonna ever truly own anything here.
Yes, you are.
How?
People own things. People own land.
They own land?
Yeah, people own land.
Mm-hmm.
People own their cars.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got some people who rent.
Mm-hmm.
You got some people who own their houses, but they don't own the land. Right?
What do you think happens to that land or that house or that car if the taxes are not paid on it? Especially the land and the house.
You got to pay something.
Absolutely.
But it's taxes on it. But it's not right. I don't have to pay you once a month on my land, right?
No,
and my land doesn't change. Your rent change every year or every 2 years. It goes up. That land ain't gonna go up unless the state taxes on land goes up, which means everybody should go up, not just yours. Everybody should go up.
You are absolutely,
and that happens maybe once every 5 to 10 years, maybe if that.
Well,
and then get this: if you over 65, you only have to pay taxes.
I know,
right? So,
but land holds its value.
Yeah,
of course. But who's waiting till they 65 to not have to worry about paying no taxes on some land?
Me?
Do you know?
The sad part about it is the thing about it is, like, stop gambling against your life. Like, when you do make it to 65, if you're not thinking that you're gonna make it to 65, you freelancing, you gotta realize you ain't strong and physically capable to do the shit that you do now in your 60s. So if you're not thinking about your 60s when you get there, you're gonna be fucked up. When you gonna start thinking about your 60s? When you're 50? When you're 55? Like, I'm just asking. Like, you gotta plan for the future while you're in the present. You can't just freelance. That's why a lot of people don't have shit. I told my daughter this one time in the car. I said, look, people are like phones. Just think your phone is your money, right?
Okay.
Boom. Now, would you get 10%? Would you wait for your phone to charge up 10% and then talk on it and then it die and then you let it charge 10% again and then talk on it and then it die and then you let it charge 10% again and talk on it and then it die, right? Or would you just let the fucking shit build up to 100% and then you can talk on it for hours?
However long you want.
Right. So people spend their money on small shit like tennis shoes, like video games. Like
things
clothing,
that accrue no
shit
value.
that doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't.
Instead of saving up your shit and going and buy a yacht or a piece of land or an investment, or hey, I spent my whole life buying Nike. Let me get on my smartphone that's more intelligent than me and look up, how can I buy stocks in Nike? And then I take this money and then I put it into Nike, or I put it into Under Armour, or I put it into a black business.
Right.
Anything.
Right.
Why not take this money and put it to somewhere else? No, because I want to continue to invest in the things that's killing me, which is like liquor and different drug paraphernalia that you're investing in yourself for you to die early so you won't collect the money that you're owed when you get 65. Because that's the plan. Knock your ass off before you get to 65. That's the plan. I'm going to make him work all his life, and then when he get the shit, all this fucking shit that he done took gonna kill him.
Yeah. Definitely.
So it's like, keep working. Look, once you get here, it's almost like that fishing rod they used to have.
Yeah,
like,
the goalpost
y'all almost had it. You got to be quicker than that. So if you're sitting there waiting for you 65 to retire, then you fuck. And nobody likes to save. Why? You don't really have the time to save. You don't have the money to save. Why?
Right.
Because it's a lot of shit that I buy. It's a lot of shit I got to do with my money. Well, put some of that shit to the side, make the sacrifice, and save up some of your money.
There's a thought.
Work on your credit. Work on shit that's going to benefit you 5 or 10 years from now. Instead of just working on getting by today. Because we've been working on getting by today for our whole fucking life. Niggas been surviving for your whole life. And that's the capture. Because that's the level one that everybody starts on, right?
Right.
Mostly minorities. Because if you're not a minority, you probably start on level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10. But when you start from 1, which is not having a pot to piss in, window throw it out of, maybe depending on the government, to pay your bills, shit like that. You gotta go recon and shit like that. You at the bottom. So once you at the bottom, you try to climb up to the top. But while you climbing up to the top, they know you trying to climb up to the top. So when you start climbing, next thing you know, something hits you like taxes, some other shit hit you, this shit hit you, and they try to knock down your confidence.
Right.
So whenever you build, something gonna smack you to be like, fuck. And it's even gonna throw you in that depression state, which throw you all the way back to level 1, or you just fight through it and keep climbing through and try to keep your levels up. But the thing about it is people don't realize that if you're not climbing, right, and your kids don't see you climbing, remember, children are a sponge. So if you ain't never do the shit, they ain't gonna never do the shit. So your legacy just don't climb. It's just stuck on level 1. Y'all like that old ass Nintendo game that didn't have the save feature. You just keep starting over. You gotta build, like you gotta stack the fucking Legos. You feel me?
You do.
Then you
Real
niggas
talk.
a hash shit. You can't spend everything up. Nigga, I'm living for the day. I don't know if I'm gonna make it tomorrow. Nigga, you made it to tomorrow and you got shit. Stop spending everything. Save $10, save $5. I don't give a fuck if you gotta save 50 cents. Save something.
Yeah.
Don't spend every fucking thing and don't go into the shit that you save. It's saved for a reason. If you broke, nigga, you was broke yesterday. Don't go in your stash trying to buy some weed today. I'm stressing. Motherfuckers getting on my nerves. Job, kids, this nigga tripping. I'm about to fuck this rainy day. It's a rainy day now. Right now it's storming.
Yo.
Right now it's storming.
Hey.
And then you go into shit, I'm gonna put it back, and then shit don't ever get put back, and then you back to square one.
Absolutely. It's a vicious cycle. It's definitely a vicious cycle.
Because we don't have no discipline on ourselves, man.
You right about that now. We gotta have some discipline.
Ain't no discipline.
If you got the discipline to get your ass up and go to work every day, have the discipline to invest in yourself.
Facts.
How hard is it when you get your check? $20. You can afford $40 a month to put to the side.
Fucking start small, put $3 up.
Not 3.
Hey, $3 is better than no dollars.
I mean, yeah, it
Put
is.
$3 up, because when you put $3 up and you add another 3, that's 6, and then you keep adding. And next thing you know, you got 100. Then you open up your bank account. Then with that 100 that you open up with your bank account with, you saving, and you keep putting $3 in that motherfucker. $3, $3. So you gotta think about it. When you let money sit gains interest. When money sits and it gains interest, you get to get off of it. But think about those $3 that you putting in there, but you never touching it. Here comes 10, 15 years. 10 to 15 years from now, that $3 gonna add the fuck up. It might be 3,000, might be 4,000, but it's $4,000 that your black ass ain't have back then.
I can't stand you, yo.
I'm just saying.
Well, but okay, so
it's a part of our history.
Right, but also you have to think about it like, how do you feel about everything legitly being like electronic for us now? Like all of your money is
electronic.
Yes, all of your money is electronic. So how do you know that you can trust your money in those investments in that bank?
Well, I mean, it's just like any other thing that you spend your money on. Sometimes shit work. Sometimes it don't.
Sometimes you got to go back to Big Mama in them days.
I mean, hey.
Okay, you just got to,
I'm saying though,
in the mattress.
Hey, some things is Amazon. Sometimes you order something from Amazon and shit works perfectly. And sometimes you order things from Amazon and shit don't even cut on. I mean, it's iffy though.
This is true.
It's iffy though.
It is.
And if you don't order directly through Amazon, it's a third party. It's a chance you might not even get your money back. That's a loss, ain't it? Ain't that a loss?
It is.
Ain't it a loss? Or what about the time when you got drunk and shit and you forgot that you put the $20 in your pocket and you just dropped them on because you were or some bitch made you mad. You're lucky, man. You reach in your pocket to get your knife, $20 dropped out. Boom. That's a loss too. So take the loss. We take losses in life all the time.
Yeah. All day. For real.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is you can't look, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you still got to get back up. You got to bounce back at the end of the day. But discipline is a huge communication and discipline.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like those are two things that would definitely be part of the foundation of rebuilding us as Black people.
Yeah. But a lot of us don't have discipline.
Of course. That's across the board with anyone. Discipline is a hard thing.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is you got to think about why is it a hard thing, though? Why is discipline
I would say,
hard?
Because a lot of people don't want to make the sacrifices it takes to be able to obtain your goal.
Okay. The sacrifices, right?
I mean, sometimes I can tell you, like, I know for me, sometimes I'm cool by myself, but everybody needs a little nudge or a little motivation.
Right.
But that's where your community comes in.
Yeah.
And you support each other so that you can uplift each other.
But the community ain't the same no more.
Of
Most
course
people,
it's not.
most people beef with their neighbors. Like you ain't asking your neighbor for no sugar like you did back in the day. You ain't asking them for no ketchup, none of that shit. You don't even speak to your neighbor every time when they come out the house. Sometimes, some people might be like, "Hey, how you doing, neighbor? How's it going?" But most people don't speak to their neighbor. Most people don't even know their neighbor name.
This is true.
Only time they speak to their neighbor if they had conflict. Hey, yo, can you stop
When it's a
putting your
problem.
shit over here? Because
Yeah,
you know
when it's a problem.
now your neighbor know who you is, and that's what it is. It ain't really a community no more. What community? I could be in the best interest of your child. I can see your child doing some fucked up shit. Back in the day, if I was on the block and I did some fucked up shit, like say if I was doing something that I was doing, like throwing rocks at people's cars when they ride by.
Yes.
Oh, bah!
Yes.
And somebody see me, hey, little nigga, stop that shit. You don't supposed to be doing all that
Right. Right.
You had respect for yo because you know yo knew who your mother was or you knew who your father was.
Absolutely.
And you knew he was going to tell and you knew something was going to happen to your ass.
Yes.
Now, if I was to say something to your child going to go back to you and be like, hey, that black ass dude up the street told me that something. And then you going to come up there
acting a damn fool.
Acting a fool. Balling.
Yep. Don't
say nothing to my mother, child, because you just ain't got no respect for another adult. So, but you want your child to have respect for adult, though. You want him to respect other adults, but you just go up there.
Yeah.
Know he doing something bad.
Yes.
You want him to respect other adults,
yes.
but you just roll for him to disrespect another adult, and then he just seen you do it on his behalf. Then you wonder why when he do it, it's a problem. Now, when the teacher say, "Hey, can you sit down? Brandon? Because you're interrupting the class." He gonna be like, "Don't speak to me like that. You ain't my motherfucking father. You ain't my motherfucking mother." Now you about to whoop his ass. That's contradicting yourself. Now you fucking with your kid brain.
Yeah, you look like a complete hypocrite.
Right. Absolutely. Now he don't trust you. Now he looking at you like, man, mine don't even stand on that shit. You feel me? I seen her do it, now I'm doing it. Now she working like this.
What type of example are you setting?
Now that's the rebellious. Now here comes the rebellious. That's how rebellious start.
Again, I'm going to reiterate this and say it again for the people in the back who did not hear me. Okay? It starts at home, parents. It starts with y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all faulty, how in the world you think your kid's not gonna be faulty? Be real.
Yeah.
Like
I said, they ain't nothing but big sponges. They gonna suck up all the shit that you don't want them to suck up.
Yes, instead of the stuff
the shit that you telling them, they ain't hearing that shit.
It's going in one
ear
and out the other one. Absolutely.
Stop chasing them little boys, but yet you on there. Why you ain't call me back?
Right. And listen. Stop, y'all. Your kids don't have to know all your business.
Facts.
Okay? Everything is not for a child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It kills me. Like, I remember, I'm from the South, y'all, if y'all didn't know that already. North Carolina, born. Now, when we had dinner, family gatherings, stuff like that, you had the adults at one table. You had the kids at another table in a different room.
Mm-hmm.
But now, parents just doing whatever the hell they want to in front of their kids.
Yeah.
And then wondering why their kids acting the damn fool. They acting the damn fool. Why? Because you be acting the damn fool.
Yeah, everybody party together.
So it's yeah. So
Everybody party together.
it's realistically. I'm so sorry. Like you really got me going on this one. I'm so sorry, but I need, especially my black mothers, please stop going up to the school with your head tied up in your pajamas or got your bonnet on, and then have the nerve to walk in the school and try to be combative with somebody. If you don't go sit your ghetto tail down somewhere, you're at that point. What type of representation are you?
Mm-hmm.
You're making not only yourself look like an ass, but your kid too. So now they're even more embarrassed.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta do better. Flat out. Just do better. Seriously. Like, and children need to stay in their place. They don't need to know everything. Why? For what? What can you do to change anything that happened before you?
Yeah.
So you need to know why? Children, stay in your place. Any children listening for whatever reason? I hope not, because it's 11:04 at night. Y'all should be in the bed.
It ain't in the bed. South Park come on this time.
It is 11:04. Okay.
The reruns of the Boondocks
No,
on this time.
no, absolutely not. Take y'all asses to bed. Okay.
YouTube don't cut off like the TV did back in the day. You remember back in the day, TV at a certain time they been saying, or it put some shit on that you didn't want to watch, like Petey Pop Off. The Pop Off dude touch you and be like, "Touch your soul and you know this shit is wrong." Yeah, send your $15, Petey Pop Off. Don't tell you.
Hey yo,
let me take my ass to sleep.
Yo, it's crazy. But just, I need my black people to seriously start.
He did to touch it before Buster.
Stop it. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. And teach your damn kids. Teach them some respect.
Teach them how to cook.
Some manners. Hygiene.
Teach them how clean behind the toilet that they pee behind.
I did not see.
I ain't gonna lie. I love kids, but they be germy as shit. Kids be germy, yo.
Seriously.
Yeah. Kids germy. Kids germy. Kids do crazy shit. Like leave Reese cup wrappers in the bathroom. Like, why is you even eating in the bathroom? That's nasty.
Well, but you can't even say that, because I hate to say it. I have seen grown ass people do that trifling stuff.
I ain't do it. Look, even when I was living in the studio apartment, I ain't shit where I eat at. And my bathroom was on the other side of my kitchen. Hey, yo.
I cannot.
Hey, speaking of that, you know, studios apartments is almost like $12,000 in Maryland. My fault, not 12,000. Like $1,200 for a studio apartment. They got somebody on running that. Yeah, they got somebody on running that for studios.
I'm not surprised.
That's crazy though. Like I used to pay like $450 when I first got my studio back in the day. Now that same studio is like $900. That's crazy.
Wow. Well, it is what it is. It's called inflation. I'm just being funny, y'all. But
well, I'm gonna just tell you this, right? Whenever McDonald's workers get paid more, that means they about to start taking more money from you. That means they about to start taking more money from you.
Understand there's something wrong with him. He is over here like,
I'm dead serious. Think about it. When the McDonald's menu went up, everything else went up. When there was dollar menus, everything was cheap. Now ain't no dollar menus. 2 for $5 now is what? $2 for a Pepsi and shit like that.
That mean it ain't no more Happy Meals for you kids.
Happy Meals ain't make them happy no way. You got some greedy kids be like, I still want some more.
I want a full meal. I want an adult meal. Okay, you got adult money or adult job.
Yeah. Yeah, and enforce them summer jobs and stuff again.
Well, that is
power centers.
Now that's definitely something that has been concerning to me when it comes to our Black children. What do they have positive to get into at this point?
I don't know, but I want people to pay attention because now they starting to shut down people's schools, and they'll shut down the school and make it a condo.
Yes.
So you got to realize that
Yes.
they more invested on people coming and spending money on a condo than they are in your children's education at this point.
Of course.
Right. And you see a lot of schools being torn down. Like I seen a couple of schools like gone now. They've been there forever. Now they gone. You know, it's less teachers. They actually trying to take the school away. They want everybody to get a skill because they say people lazy. They don't want to work no more since they got that good unemployment check during COVID. So now they trying to teach people skills. They want you to know how to work. They don't care if you read or write no more. They want you to know how to pick up a hammer and bang the nail, like how they used to do back in the day. Like back in the day, they didn't know how to read. They just knew how to work.
Yes.
Yeah. Just think about it, like, and history repeats itself. Because look at when Spanish people, they come over here, they get jobs, they pick them up from the Home Depot. They don't know what you're saying.
All day.
You just be like, hey,
all day.
See this? Put together.
Absolutely.
And they do it.
Absolutely.
It's no different. That's why history repeats itself. It's just in a different way.
Yeah, but we definitely got to work on the communication, y'all. We have to work on the respect. Whatever happened to, and maybe this is just the country in me, or maybe I'm showing my age. It don't even matter. But what happened to the times where when you see an elderly person carrying a bunch of bags, you stop and help them? Or if you see them trying to cross the sidewalk, you know what I'm saying, cross the street, you know, like there's no, or you're on the bus, you sitting your young tail down and you won't get up for somebody who is your elder.
Right.
I'm confused. Like, what happened to those days?
Yeah.
Because I feel like being as though there's no respect anymore, nobody gives, it seems like to me, nobody gives a damn about anybody at this point. Everybody is out for self. So that's kind of rough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy that you said that because I was at GameStop today.
Oh, God.
And there was an older white lady behind me. And I stopped to open up the door for her. And she was like, go ahead, baby, I'm slow. And I said, all right. And I shut the door. And then I was about to walk in GameStop. And then I stopped and thought about it. I was like, damn, that's petty as shit. So then I went back and opened the door for her. And I was like, you might be slow, but I got patience.
I like it.
And she was like, oh, thank you, baby.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
And that right there is just like a small representation of like, yo, think about when you get older.
Absolutely.
You know, everything ain't right then and there. So in that moment, I sat and thought like, damn, yo, I want to make it to her age. And when I get her age, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, well, since you young, go, I'm going to just leave you because your ass slow. I don't want nobody just, you feel me? Like,
well, I just need like overall, like have more compassion. The same compassion that you want somebody to show you, you should show others.
Right. Yeah.
The same respect that you want, you should give.
Facts.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
But people tend to make stuff complicated. You don't have, nobody's telling you got to run or be they errand boy or whatever the heck. Matter of fact, these children don't even know how to talk. Can we talk about that, please?
Yeah, the speech impediment is real. But I don't think it's a speech impediment. Like I said, I don't think people really spend time with their children.
Yes, because they're sitting back, they're being educated by all of these electronics.
I mean, the thing about it is you have to sit and you have to read to your children. Mm-hmm. You have to talk with them.
Absolutely.
You know, you have
to have interaction.
You have to talk to them. You have to see what their energy is. You feel me? And also tap into what they like. Stop doing the shit that you like with your kids.
Yes. Figure out what your children like.
Right.
What makes them happy.
Right. And sacrifice and do that shit.
Yes. Please don't do that, parents. Please, please, please. Do not, because you did not have the opportunity to achieve your dreams. Don't push your dreams off on your children, because those are your dreams, not theirs.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to be a dick about it, but if you wasn't good at it and they're part of you now,
hey yo, out of pocket, absolutely out of pocket, sir. You are wrong for that. I'm so sorry. I can't.
I mean, I'm just being realistic, you know.
That was not nice.
I mean, that's just if you wasn't good at it. Now, if you were good and you know you made mistakes and you didn't get there, then cool. But if it was a dream for you that was far-fetched, don't make it a dream for your child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to be a lawyer at one point.
Me too.
I don't want to wish that on my daughter, any of my daughters, because I knew all the years you had to put into school.
Oh, yes.
So therefore, I was a failure in putting in those 8 years. So if my daughters tell me, Daddy, I graduate, I ain't trying to put in no 8 years, I can't get mad at them because they ain't built for it, because they're a part of me and I wasn't built for the shit. I mean, she might get it from her mother's side. Her mother be, going getting degrees and shit. I ain't doing it. Because I seen somebody, look, I know somebody who got a degree. We work at the same job, and she make the same amount as me, and I ain't got no degree. So what the fuck was the point of me getting a degree in the first place? We still at the same place, doing the same motherfucking job. Get paid the same motherfucking pay. So why do I gotta, the difference? She got class debt. She got that what?
Student
loan shit. I ain't got nothing. but a goddamn car loan. I ain't got no student loan.
Yeah.
I ain't paying for no education. I ain't finishing shit, and I still got to pay for it. And I gotta wait for old Joe to forgive it.
You are the worst.
I like Joe though, for real. I like Joe because he remind me of the old Joe song.
Y'all see how he just
you remember the old Joe song? It's crazy because his name Joe and the song Joe, and he stutter. You get it? He be stuttering like stutter.
I need you to get it together.
I do, yo. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Trump fan. And not because of his ethics, but because of his humor. Trump always been funny to me. Even back in the day.
He's an asshole.
He always been funny to me. Like, I want to go, if anybody, I wonder if they got the old TV show that Trump used to host back in the day. Because he used to be a TV show, like a game show host. I want to go and see that shit because I know he had some cruddy ass shit to say to those people on there.
Oh my gosh.
Because Trump petty as shit and he don't know what to say out his mouth.
Yeah.
But I like it though, because he showed the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Right. You can say what the fuck you want to.
He can say what the fuck he wants.
You can say what you want to too. You can say what you want to. You just gotta know that consequences come with it. But you can say what you want.
I mean, yeah, but
you can say what you want. You can say something about people. You can get your ass canceled, but you still can say it.
I mean, yeah, but Like, what game are we playing here?
We playing the cat and mouse game. We've been playing that. Big bank take little bank. We've been playing that. Monopoly. We've been playing that.
Yeah.
We just need some backing. Like, I think we need backing. Like, we helped out a lot of cultures. We helped out Mexicans. We helped out Asians. We helped out Koreans. And I just like one of them need to like back us up as African Americans. Because Africa don't like us up. They don't like us neither. And that's crazy. They don't like us neither.
No, but you also have to think about how they grew up. Yeah. You have to think about that because it's completely different.
They grew up like us, and it was different. They struggled to have something to eat. We struggled to have something to eat. It's just different. They just don't understand it. They got mistreated. We got mistreated.
Ain't nothing different. I guess that's one way of looking at it.
They take shit from us. They take shit from them. Ain't nothing different. Be the same. They treat black people the same no matter where you at. You could be in Africa. You could be in Asia. You could be in Europe. You can be whatever. Most of the time, you're getting treated the same. Now, you might get treated nice when you come visit, but if you come in there trying to own shit, you ain't gonna get treated the same. Go in there and try to buy some shit and see if you get treated the same.
But we are.
So
they consider us as privileged.
We are somewhat.
We are.
To them, yeah, we are privileged.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they struggle way more than us.
But we, a lot of times, are viewed as being lazy.
We are lazy. I can't say that we aren't when we are.
Some of us.
I speak for the masses because a lot of people say some of us and things like that, and I'm not like trying to point the elbow at you, but
I'm with it.
We look at them as an overall.
Mm-hmm.
So a majority of black people is lazy. They're going to look at all black people as being lazy.
Of course.
If majority of black people are killers, they're going to look at all black people as being killers. If majority of us are drug dealers, they're going to look at all of us as drug dealers. So a majority of us are lazy. We lazy. Trump said that shit in one of his shits before. He was like, yeah, you're lazy. Your kids don't want to work. And that's true. They don't want to work because your ass don't want to work. They can sit home, collect stimulus check, unemployment, work at a job for 6 months, quit on purpose so they can collect unemployment for the rest of the year. They do like dope fiend games. You ain't got to be a dope fiend to play dope fiend games.
Oh my God. Please.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah. I literally have to put this out here. So I need y'all to go back and do y'all research and figure out where the food stamp program, all of that. Can we go back to the Black Panthers? Like, this stuff was set up. Okay, in case y'all didn't get the memo.
What? To help your ass out?
It is set up so that you can properly position yourself to take care of yourself.
Right. It was instead of giving you 40 acres in a mirror, we know you ain't had no mother, no father, so we're going to teach you how to be responsible a little bit this way. But that don't mean stay there
and live off
there.
Of it.
Your kids take over your project house.
Generation.
That's why people can't get in. That's why it'd be a waiting list for like 20 years.
Forever.
People be on the waiting list for like 10, 15 years because people leaving it over to their kids.
Yeah, that becomes a lot.
That's what I was saying. If you don't build, then everybody starts at one. Everybody still... Can y'all stop playing Nintendo and jump into another system? You ain't even got to do Xbox. You can at least go to like Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo. But get off the Atari and then the regular Nintendo movement where you couldn't save. Because you can save. You just got to take away from the shit that you don't need and save it.
Very much so.
Like, you don't need that extra bag of Cheerios. You don't need them extra boxes of honeycomb. You ain't got to buy 2 meals from McDonald's when you go. You ain't got to get the number 1 and number 2.
Hey, yo.
You can just get the number 1.
Yo, you over here being funny.
Just get the number 1.
Oh my God.
Or just get the number 2, but don't get the 2 in the 1.
Oh
And
my
then wonder
God.
why you about 3 people.
Oh my gosh, that is
I'm
crazy.
just saying.
That is crazy.
Or walk it off. Like exercise. Let's go back to exercising.
There's a thought.
Can we exercise again? Because I remember when we used to exercise all the time before Uber and shit was out.
Of course.
People used to walk to the corner store. Now focus on giving back. Get beat up and you don't fight back.
Absolutely.
But if you get beat up, there's nothing wrong with getting beat up. It's not embarrassing.
No.
You feel me?
You win some, you lose some.
Only people that we know undefeated is what? Mayweather and I think what? Oscar De La Hoya or something. You got Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson even got his ass whipped. Muhammad Ali got his ass whipped. Joe Frazier got his ass whipped. George Foreman got his ass whipped. Shit, I think Sugar Ray Robinson got his ass whipped. Maybe I don't know. He might have was undefeated. He might have had a draw or something in his career. But a lot of people got their ass whipped. What I want to say.
Well,
so just because you get your ass beat and maybe somebody recorded and maybe like now 1 million people know you got your ass beat, it's not the end of the world.
It's not. It's really not.
It's not. For real.
Like, because at the end of the day, nobody. When you fist fighting back in the day, we could fist fight. We could get it over with, get the anger out our systems, and move forward. Like, I don't know if y'all remember what's the name, John Witherspoon on Friday when he was
you win some, you lose some,
but you live to fight another day. Yes,
but y'all don't even stay on shit that long. Like, I don't get how you can kill somebody over like a petty ass shit when y'all don't even let songs last for like over 2 weeks. Like a song be like 2 weeks, they be like, yeah, that shit old now.
Yes. Attention
that
spans
shit old.
Nets.
So if that shit old, then when that nigga stole your shit like 3 weeks ago, that shit old now. Forget it like a song. Don't shoot him for that shit. Let the shit go.
Everything is instant gratification.
Yeah.
Everything.
Like I said, don't have to be instant turnaround. Patience is everything. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of patience.
Patience and planning.
Yep. Strategy. Brainstorming.
Yes.
Yep.
Because you're not going to be able to do everything on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to be honest with y'all today. Me and Black over here, on the fly. On the fly. And I'm just being real about it. So, being totally 1000 with y'all, completely authentic. This has just been me and him legitly just having a conversation. We sit and we talk all the time. So that's another thing I feel like is a problem.
People don't talk.
Well, not even just that. There's no such thing as authenticity anymore.
Oh yeah.
Nothing happens organically.
But that's because people
anymore.
don't. But that's because people don't want to be what? Accountable for what? Their actions. You don't want to be accountable for nothing you said. And if I offended anybody with anything I said,
yes.
I'm not gonna say I apologize because I meant what I said, but I apologize if it hurted you. You feel me? Because I don't say nothing to hurt you. I'm just saying it because it's how I feel. you know. And nobody really gives a fuck about people's feelings anymore because everybody going through something. So you shouldn't give a fuck about what I said, besides the stuff that you really need to use. But other than that, if you know, some of my opinions is my opinions. But raising your kids and paying attention to them and loving on yourself and loving on your people and turning the other cheek, you know, not always spazzing out, letting that person slide because they took $5 from you. Like we got to start being a little bit more grown, you know, a little bit more grown. Like let's mature a little bit more. Just because we over 21 don't mean we adults, but let's be adults. Like we ain't gotta be petty. We be petty too much towards each other, and the economy is being petty to us. So we need to stop being petty towards each other and figure out how we gonna make it.
At what point do you, and this is huge for us Black people, when are we going to get to a place of where we hold ourselves accountable for our mental health and our growth, and hold ourselves accountable for our, let's say, lack thereof, emotional growth? Because at the end of the day, these people you see out here wilding out, spazzing out, doing all type, they acting out. They are acting out, y'all. If y'all didn't know that already, they are. But that means they got something going on and they don't know how to handle it. Right. So they're just lashing out.
Right.
Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. So if y'all didn't know, I am a huge advocate. You got to be healthy mentally. That's where it starts. Get your mind right. Your body will follow.
That's how you love on yourself.
Like, it's really not that difficult, y'all. It's really, really not. But just make sure that you are able to take accountability. And that is a huge, huge issue in our Black community.
Yeah. People
do not want to take accountability for their actions. And if you comfortable in how the hell you acting, then have at it. Be complacent. That means what? Your growth has been stunted.
Yeah.
Long as you got that slightly uncomfortable feel, sometimes it's extremely uncomfortable. Guess what? God working on you. You growing. Which is what all of us are supposed to do at some point in our lives, right? Or throughout our lives.
And everybody not going to be with you on the trip while you're growing. You're going to leave a lot of people behind.
Everybody ain't meant to go.
And it's okay.
It is. It really is. If it no longer serves you, then what are we doing?
Yeah. Real talk.
So
do what makes yourself happy.
Yes.
And let other people benefit off of that. Because if you're doing something and you're not happy about it, it ain't going to end well. I've been through it.
Man, y'all, trying to tell you.
Just do what makes you happy and let other people benefit from it. And that way you'll be happy and you won't feel like nobody screws you over at the end. Because you won't even look like you, it wouldn't even look like you put that much, you invested that much into it. Just look at it as you invested in yourself and they were with you to reap the benefits. Don't be like you did it. I did that shit for you. No, I did it for me and you was there to reap the benefits. I ain't do that shit for you.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
I'm just saying, like, be real with yourself. That way when that person be like, I ain't give about you anyway, I was just using you for your shit. Bitch, you ain't use me for nothing. I gave you that shit because I ain't had nobody else to go with me. And I ain't want to go by myself.
But the reality is everybody gets used. Okay? Everybody gets used. Okay? That it is what it is. Yeah. But if you get to a point where you feel like you're being used up, then you need to start shifting your energy. That's a you problem. Yeah. But what I need everybody to understand is Black people,
Mm-hmm.
You are only accountable for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can only control you.
Mm-hmm.
So I need all of y'all to start taking some more self accountability,
Yep.
some more self love, some more self respect,
Mm-hmm.
some more pride
Yep.
in yourselves, in your
Yeah.
communities, in your children, your families. Like, we lack in so many areas. We just got to get right.
Mm-hmm.
But look, y'all, we done had a hellified deep conversation. I appreciate everybody that has tuned in. Now, one thing before we get ready to bounce on up out of here for this particular episode
Mm-hmm.
of MelizEvolving.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that Black, this new song.
Bounce it back. That sounds right to me. It's only right. By the way, this is on Amazon. It's on Google. It's on Apple. Whatever streaming you use. Go ahead and bump that.
I appreciate y'all. Till next time. It's all love, y'all.
Yada.
I just like the sound. Musical homicide. Volume 2, nigga. You niggas thought I was over. I said I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. But I'm back to the haters fall. I said I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. But I'm back to the haters fall back. Yeah, they love to see you fall, but they hate to bounce back. Yada, bounce back. Yeah, they hate to bounce back. I said I was gone for a minute, but I'm back. But I'm back to the haters fall back. Ambitious to get it since my birthday, and I'm quick to serve a hater up in the worst way. Lot of niggas let it spray, but as you see they miss they target. Now it's scandal like visuals. Put a kid over nonsense. Who cares these niggas up? It must be them fitting off. I'll put your ass clowns if you let them. They kill us all. I put my soul on it, nigga. I should never fall. And if I ever do, I'll always come back and ball. With anticipation like the Carter Fire, I'll blaze it up and let it fly forever. Yeah, my demise won't be buried. Instead of fortune, rather see me carry. I'd rather see me blazing with my bitches getting rich. Go ahead and bring on my downfall. At least I get your energy. Kill 'em with the stacks and blacks. That's the remedy. Give a fuck who your favorite rapper is. Whoever he is, I'm off his head. That's on boss. I was gone for a minute,